Watch as I level up my Lego room in just 4 hours. I transform my room from this to this. Discover how I did it and get inspired to elevate your setup in this video. And yes, I look like a raccoon because I was an idiot and forgot to bring sunscreen to my volleyball tournament this weekend.
I started by moving the white cube shelf and the black bookshelf off the window wall. I knew that I didn't want my filming background to have a window or doors in it. I thought that would look really sloppy. It crossed my mind to maybe put the building desk on the window wall, but I quickly realized that it wouldn't work out because the craftsman bins needed to be flush against the wall for stability and support, and the window ledge would get in the way. Also, as I began to plan this out in my mind, I thought that I could potentially put the black bookcase in between the two disc plates and use that as my filming background, but it looked really weird jutting out from in between the two disc plates. And so after I put it there initially, I realized that wasn't going to work out, and it only left one option for the rearrangement. That option was to put my work desk on the front window wall. The building desk needed to come across from the opposite wall where it was, and that wall needed to become the filming background wall. So I got started on moving everything. I moved the work desk to under the window, and it fit really well and left me with enough room on the sides to store extra boxes, Lego sets, and equipment if I needed to. Like I mentioned, my studio is a building room, an office, Lego room, man cave. It's also only the fourth bedroom in our house. And I know that sounds like a big house, but it's actually a pretty small house that they randomly decided to cram 4 bedrooms into. So it's really not that big. And so it inevitably ends up being a pretty storagey room too. Anything that really needs to be hidden, we throw in the extra bedrooms, either my office or my wife's office. So my wife was storing an old desk in here that I was using to stage camera equipment since I had it in here. So I moved that out into the hallway and then moved the building desk over to the new wall. I knew that I wanted the background of my videos to feature Lego sets, not just books. I really love books, and my name is a play on my love for literature and reading, plus Lego, Josh the Brickworm, Josh the Bookworm. But I'm not a literature channel, so I knew I should have Legos in my background. Plus, I have a lot of new and old sets that I would love to display. The bookcase and the cube shelf are the best pieces of display furniture that I have, and I didn't want to have to buy new display cases, so I planned to use the cube shelf and the bookshelf to show off my sets in the background. They fit really well on the unoccupied wall, and I think even though there's a big height difference that it'll work out because my buddy is going to come help me mount a few wall shelves above the white cube shelf because I am really not that handy, and I know my way around some tools, but stud finders are liars. That's what I've discovered as I've owned a home. I put so many holes in my wall trying to mount my TV, and I don't want to do that to my Lego room. So my buddy who's really good at this kind of thing because he's an electrician, he's going to come over and he's going to help me mount these shelves. Once those shelves are put in, I'll be able to display more Lego on those as well, and it'll give a more balanced look so that the height difference isn't as noticeable between the cube shelf and the bookshelf. At this point, I took a break after tidying up a bit to go play some volleyball with my wife and our friends. After getting home, I went back to work. The bookshelf needed to be cleared, and this was possible because I had cleaned out a very filled and messy closet so I could store the books in the closet for the time being. And it's such a shame that they can't be displayed, but you have to make sacrifices when you have small space to work with, and right now, Lego has my heart. I'm still going to be displaying some of my books, just not all of them. After clearing the cases and dusting the shelves, I moved some sets over to the shelves. I don't have as many of my old sets built, so mainly everything that I'm putting on right now is what I've purchased since getting back into Lego in October. I still have a few things that need to be built, but finding time to build on top of working, family, YouTube, social life, it's always challenging, so they will get built eventually, but for now, this is what I have out. Since all the main sections in the room were in place, all that remained was cleaning up the mess. I used this as a chance to clean up some of my clutter in my desk and move unessential things out of the room. There was a lot of just random knickknacks that I had in my desk, and I'm really bad at throwing paperwork in my desk and forgetting it's there. So I got rid of a lot of that, threw it into a filing cabinet, and just cleared up a lot of room and made it a more neat environment that'll help me think and focus better. So speaking of decluttering, I moved my work desk and editing desk, and there are a ton of cables attached to this desk. So I had to go back and do all the cable management again, which was kind of a pain. And I didn't have to redo it entirely, but some things came loose when I moved it. So I was just reorganizing and redoing the cable management so that way it was clean under there as well. So my wife had been using one of my old desks. I have a lot of desks, I know. And I reclaimed that back to use as the review desk. I didn't want to clog up the entire room, and this desk actually fit perfectly into the one corner of the room. And that worked out great because I'm going to use the review desk in the center of the room so that way I'm able to have the background behind me. But my daughter plays in here a lot, and that would be a big safety hazard if the desk was just in the middle of the room the entire time. So finding this desk that was able to fit perfectly into that corner, and I'm going to be able to pull it out, use it when I'm reviewing, and then put it back, it was great. I didn't have to spend any money on buying any new furniture, and I'm able to have the entire center of the room to be open still. And having that open room for my daughter to run around, it's really awesome. And it just feels less cluttered too. So all that was left to do was to clean up some of the things that got moved and put away some of the things that need to be put away. I did dust off the slave one a little bit because it's pretty dusty, and I still need to thoroughly clean that because I'm not satisfied with how well I cleaned it just now. Now here's the final look at the new room.
I was pretty happy with how the room turned out. I was able to do all this in under 4 hours and I didn't have to spend any money to do it. I think that the new setup is really going to improve my video quality and help me deliver the best content to you guys every week. Let me know in the comments if you guys like it and if you think that I can improve it in any way. I'm open to any suggestions. And now for the moment that I know you've all been waiting for, it's time to announce the winner of the Captain Hauser giveaway. Congratulations are in order to XRLego127 who won this giveaway. XRLego, I'll be in contact with you and to get your shipping address so I can send Captain Hauser to you. Congratulations. Thanks as always guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you don't mind, hit that subscribe button and the like button so you stay up to date when I drop new content. And I'll see you guys next week.